Jesus fucking Christ, America! I don't know if you follow our Instagram, but Steph and I are on mini holiday away from the Tampa area where we're staying at her father's house down in Miami Beach right now. We posted a photo yesterday of kayaking in the Florida Keys, and we're not vlogging, but I also wasn't expecting to make this video, and it just so happened that our vacation fell on election night. Like, we're in South Beach right now, and we were out on South Beach while the TVs were blazing CNN and showing this crazy situation that didn't feel real. We are staying at an Airbnb that literally has no shampoo or body wash. I wash my hair with dish soap, and there is a cheetah in this apartment. Hey, Mr. Cheetah. He's basically staring out looking at the beach. I haven't even had my coffee yet. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there and make a quick video, upload it from here with the Wi-Fi, hopefully it works. And then look back on this 6 months from now, a year from now, and see what my real reaction is to this. One of my first gut reactions is that a lot of you watching this probably voted for Trump. So let's start off there. Comments on why you voted for Trump. Don't be shy. Be one of those people who's proud to have Trump as your president now. Because I remember in 2000 when George W. Bush won by 300 votes in Florida because of really, really bad election systems, and it just felt like the media stole the election from the American people because Al Gore did have more popular votes than George W. Bush. But then we ended up with George W. Bush for 8 years, and it felt like we had been deceived. This is different because it does look like people voted for Trump, which is really scary. It was only about a month ago that it came out, a video of Trump from years ago when he was on a bus talking about grabbing women by the pussy. And now he's the president. That's who people voted for. It's not as if the alternative, the mainstream alternative, the Democratic alternative, Hillary Clinton, was that much better. But the economy at least probably would be a little better for the next 4 years. Doesn't middle America realize that any sort of tax incentives, for instance, that might be instituted in the next 4 years are going to favor not you? The disconnect between what your life is like and what the very few who make a lot of money and what they expect from the government in return for donations is very, very large. This isn't gonna shake things up. The system of government that we have is not going to change. If you're one of those people that doesn't have a job, joining the military now might be a good idea, because I feel like the place is gonna be more militarized in the next 4 years. That may have happened with Clinton too. I feel like the oncoming military onslaught in civilian lives is just inevitable. But I do feel like Trump is going to just make this place worse. I don't want to make this video too long. One thing I want to close with, and I don't know if this would have been any different with Clinton or with Trump, but I know with Obama, and it was completely out of his control, at least it felt like racism was going down just a little bit. I mean, he is black after all, and he always seemed to be able to say the right thing at the right time, even if he spoke slowly. But there weren't any major scandals, you know? He wasn't caught cheating on his wife. He didn't blow off a nuclear bomb somewhere where he wasn't supposed to. Day by day now, when I go out into the public, which I sort of avoid because we do this and I don't have to. I have to for food, but otherwise I don't have to, as long as the electricity's on. But in public, and I'm one of those, I feel like, hyper observant people. I always was. It was always one of my secret strengths, just to kind of read people or read someone's aura even without having to talk to them. You can just see, or at least I can just see, the very gradual deterioration of society. Like the lower 25% of people that are in that lowest income bracket, or some of the lowest income brackets. The world, at least in America, is becoming less disciplined. You can see more shifty eyes. You can see more discontent. You can see more of what never really used to exist that much. The hopelessness is real. Policies that are aimed towards the rich, and it's not just policies towards the rich, but I feel like this is one of the main things, that don't serve the 98 or 99% of people, in the United States who voted for Trump or whoever are really starting to take hold, and the effects are real. You can see it's getting a little scarier in public. You can see, like we're in Florida for instance, a lot of unhealthy people, but just psychologically, the mistrust or distrust of every other person out in public other than yourself, even though there are still good people out there and we come across good people, but society's changing so quickly. We need to be aware and vigilant of trying to make this place better, but through government's help, through positive policy making. If we are planning to keep the current government that we have to look at it this way. I am gonna close with this. If we had gone with Bernie Sanders, if the Democratic Party had not been fucking greedy with Hillary Clinton and just wanting Clinton because that'll help the richest people make the most money, if we had just gone with what the people really wanted, Bernie Sanders would have crushed Donald Trump. And instead, we went this other direction with Hillary Clinton where we were all like, oh, we don't really want it. We already had a Clinton in office, and it wasn't about a woman president, even though they tried to make it about that. I totally am for a female getting into office. It didn't happen, but it wasn't her anyways. It could have been Bernie Sanders, and instead of Bernie Sanders, the Democratic Party chose Hillary Clinton, and I just think it's time for a new party. Like, fuck the Democratic Party, fuck the Republican Party. Let's try the Green Party out. Let's try the Libertarian Party out. They're really not that different. But in some ways you will get more freedom back and you will get more hopefulness, which is really what we need and what I want this to be about, because that's what Steph and I are about. And we want to put positive vibes and energy out into the world. And I believe in karma. And I believe in these good things that all humans are here for, and we're here to help each other. And it just got so ugly throughout the course of the campaign. And we got to this point where last night I did not think it was possible that he could be president. And now 4 years is a long time. I just hope we can come out of this better in 4 years than where we are right now.